Are we good?
Welcome to Spirits and Supernatural.
I'm Jenny.
I'm Dawn.
Today we have guests. We have Theresa again joining us. Her three
Hello.
essay photography just keeps getting better and better. And then we have one of my very gear. You're a very good dear friend. It's
You're just
gear.
real efficient with your language.
I am. We probably should have a
He doesn't know
translator.
how to categorize me.
No, that's true.
Good.
You're in a category of your own.
Anyhow, Ruth is here from Maryland.
Wow.
And we are going to be discussing death today. And Ruth made us a cake.
Because that's what you do when people die, you make them cakes.
That's true, but I chose that because Death ate all the time.
He loved food.
And Dean bribed him with food all the time. So we're doing what are we doing exactly?
He let Chicago live because
I
he
don't
liked
know.
the pizza.
It's true.
Am I bribing you right now?
You're not Death, are you? You might feel like Death. I know you have a
No,
cold.
I would be
She's Dean
Dean.
and we're Death.
You would be Dean. Are we Death?
I hope not.
Ruth's going to describe the cake because she made it and she has a business, and you can tell us the name of your business as well,
Yep.
please.
So I have a home baking business designed to eat. And the cake is a dark chocolate bourbon cake. And it's very boozy. So I thought
Goes with
you guys
spirits and
would like that.
supernatural.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to go ahead and take the cake out of the box. Meanwhile, Dawn thought that we should still have a cocktail because
Well, because
what she
here's the
thought.
thing, I can't really eat that much cake because I can't have gluten. And I know you guys are probably not going to have a lot. And I was like, well, maybe we should have a cocktail. So
we're still going to have a
That's what
cocktail
I-
with our cake, and that'll
Who's
be
taking the
perfect.
cake out of the box?
You are.
You have to pull one of the flaps down. Yeah.
it's a process.
You got this. Look at
There you
that.
go. I mean, you can pull them all down. There you go.
It's very pretty. Should we
Thank
can you
you.
see it on the camera?
I can't see it. Now I can see it.
I got to take a picture of it.
Of
And then
Teresa
Ruth,
holding-
Ruth, you're going to be in the picture because you made
All
the
right.
cake.
Good spot.
Perfect.
It's just a cute little guy.
It's a little 4-inch cake.
He's adorable
Mhm.
and he'll be delicious. And Ruth made, and I'm going to put this on our socials, Ruth made a cake for Jensen.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
Yeah. You want to tell us a little bit about that while Dawn starts cutting the cake? You want to cut the cake?
So
Where's the knife?
quickly, it was the same flavor as that, which is why I made you that one because I baked double the amount. And uh, I just know that he loves dark chocolate, all chocolate, and bourbon. So that's the flavor I made for him. And as people will see, it looks like a little mini whiskey barrel.
The one she made for Jensen.
Yep.
Should I just cut right into this?
Yeah, you can actually cut like an inch in a whole side down, and then you can split that into
The
three.
three ways.
Yeah.
Okay,
And if you put a
it's
plate like where
special.
that's going to fall,
Yeah, like that.
And
Yep.
then split
Yeah,
it. Okay.
exactly.
All
You can
right.
like lean it like vertically up against it.
Oh, it's
Lean
Let it
the
fall.
plate against it even.
Yep, and then cut straight down.
we're
Exactly.
learning.
yeah.
This is my it's a cake, not a pie. You cut it in a grid, not pie slices.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. And then we're gonna cut
Cut that in
into
thirds.
pieces.
Yeah.
Yep, and then you can just cut it across. Yep.
Right.
She's thick.
We are you talking about me?
No, I'm talking about this cake. That was intense to cut through. And is it like a ganache on the outside or
Yeah, it's a ganache on the outside.
it smells so good.
Doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It does. It
Do you
smells very
smell the
good.
bourbon?
I smell the chocolate, and I do think I
Chocolate.
might smell some of the bourbon, actually.
Genuinely think that I'm immune to the smell of alcohol anymore. Like people
Yeah.
take a whiff of stuff and they're like, that smells strong. And I'm like, does it?
That tracks.
I can't tell.
She's always boozing it up.
Well, not always.
So the filling on this one is brown buttercream with bourbon.
Oh my golly. It's going to be
And
amazing.
the one that Jensen got also had candied pecans, praline pecans.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
All right. So
It's very strange watching
Thank
people
you.
eat my cake. I'm just watching you eat my cake. Here, I'll have my
You're
coffee.
used to handing it
Okay.
off and
I think that's how I feel about when people actually listen to stuff that I make or wear the shirts I
That you
make. And
make.
I'm like,
Mhm.
that's a thing I did. And
All
no,
right.
it's not my thing.
Let's all just make sure we get a piece of the cream inside because that's the bourbon.
And there's bourbon in the cake too, but yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers. But I didn't have my thing yet.
Again, I'm like,
Oh my gosh, that's good. That's so
I
that's
can
so
taste
good.
the bourbon.
Mm-hmm. That's so good, Ruth.
I can taste the bourbon at the end.
That is amazing.
Wow.
so I don't know if Jensen ate his or tasted it, but I'm hoping he did. And
I hope so too.
I'll never
there's the
find
bourbon.
out, but I'm very happy
There's
I
the
gave
bourbon.
I found the bourbon.
Found the bourbon.
The first bite didn't have much in it. I found it.
Wow, that's good. Thank you. So we
You're
will not be
welcome.
sharing the recipe to this. Like we
No,
usually
not
share our
for the
cocktail
cake.
recipe, obviously.
No, because this is Ruth's.
Right.
The
That's what I'm saying.
recipe is right there. It's Ruth.
No, this is not Ruth. We're not eating Ruth. That's just gross.
No, but the recipe is right here.
Yeah, it's in her
In her
head.
brain.
But I'm just saying, if somebody would want to join us in eating cake while they listen to our episode, they could get a piece of chocolate cake and just sip some bourbon while
That's
they
what I
eat
was
the
gonna say. Drink
cake.
some bourbon while you eat
Yeah.
chocolate cake.
It won't be as good.
Man, it's good. Thank you.
Did
Yep,
Death
you're
ever
welcome.
eat cake?
No, I'm sure he did. He
Not
did
that
not,
Not on screen.
Okay.
not on our episodes. So let's just
That
jump
was mostly
in.
junk food.
Death appeared in 5 episodes.
Just
Mhm.
clarify, you were referring to the OG death.
I'm sorry. Yes,
Mhm.
we are talking about the Death that was played by Julian Richings, who is amazing. Do you get to meet him this year, Ruth?
I will meet him in Austin.
Austin.
Awesome. I'm so happy for you. He is such a gentleman and he's so sweet and so kind, but he's also hilarious. He did karaoke in Columbus
Oh, wow.
and he was all over the stage. Are you putting it away so you stop eating it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, he was
He was jumping
so
all over the
adorable
stage.
and so funny. And he was not what I thought he was going to be like.
He's nothing like his character.
Yeah,
No,
no,
mm-mm.
not at all.
Loved him. But the first time we get to meet him, and I will die on this hill, Death makes the best entrance of any character on any television show ever.
I agree.
On
I agree.
any show ever,
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
agree.
Okay.
I'm not saying I don't know. There's shows I haven't watched.
Oh,
Death has a fantastic
That's-
entrance. I think it's
so-
great, but I don't think it's the best entrance ever.
well, can you say the best entrance you've ever seen since you can't name a different one?
No, because I don't remember all the stuff I watch.
Okay, so from the 4 episodes that you've ever seen of everything in television, can you say that this was the best
Can you
one?
not be so hyperbolic then? He has the best entrance on this show.
Yes,
I
he
will
does.
agree with that.
Okay. Thank you. Golly, like pulling teeth.
I don't know how
Anyhow.
other characters enter.
Like most of the time,
Everyone
like
says
the people
Castiel.
just kind of like walks in. Castiel has a really good entrance.
Everyone,
for
a lot of
sure.
people, if they don't say it's death, they're going to say it's Castiel.
A little bit. Yeah. And some people would say Castiel's was better than Death,
Right.
and that's fine.
Right.
I always say people are entitled to their opinion, right or wrong.
Well, so he was only in 5 episodes, but it seems like a lot more just because he was so impactful.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Seems
important.
like he was in a lot more than just 5.
I
definitely.
do have a question though. So when we meet him, he has this big entrance. The guy that he runs into in the sidewalk, and he's like, and the guy turns around
You
like,
mean
"Watch
the
it,
guy that
pal."
runs into him?
Whatever. Oh my gosh. Nitpicker.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
So
this is
This
going to
is
be
Who do I
today.
have to?
you have to separate
Separate
us,
you?
Mom. Yeah. So this man runs into Death, and it would have been fine. I think it would have been fine,
Mhm.
except he turns around. He's like, "Watch it, pal," and then Death just does a little flick of his
Brushes it
shoulder, like
hmm
get the gunk of that man off of him, and he dies
And it's very dramatic. Like
Yeah.
falls to his knees on the sidewalk
in
He
slow
kept
motion.
running.
They're trying to show his power
Yeah.
and how scary he can be.
Oh, for sure. But my question is, why do you think he killed all the people in that restaurant? That's the
To show Dean how powerful he was.
Do you think that's why? Could be because he doesn't. It's not like he just comes into town and just arbitrarily just kill, 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 kill. Like
I
he's
mean, he
been-
was there to kill like 3 million people with a storm.
Because that's
Right.
what Lucifer told him to do.
Yeah.
because he was bound.
Bound.
It kind of surprised me after watching more, like just watching this episode, understanding who he was. It didn't surprise me. I thought maybe he just did that all the time.
hmm
But then after watching more episodes, it doesn't seem like he just, like everybody that dies
He
is
believes in the
slated to
natural order.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The natural order of things.
He
Yeah.
just, but he killed everybody in that restaurant as he's sitting there eating his pizza.
Well,
I'm
okay,
assuming he
so
killed them after they made the pizza.
if at that point in time he's there in Chicago, there's going to be this epic storm. It's going to kill all these people. So,
Mhm.
6 people in a pizza restaurant is just going to be 6 more that, add to the death toll.
Okay.
And it isn't until after that interaction with Dean that he's like,
It can stay
yeah, Chicago can stay.
because I like the pizza.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I did write down every episode that it showed Death eating. And obviously, the very first one is the Chicago style pizza.
Mhm.
And I got to talk about Dean because I
Because
always have to talk about
Mhm.
Jensen. But I loved how well Jensen tried to look tough, but you could really tell how scared he was,
That's
literally
actually
facing death.
one of my favorite things about Death because I like when Dean is changed by a character, and I think that Jensen played being actually scared, and it was probably the first time we saw him actually scared.
Of something.
Um, and every time he's with Death, you see that, and he does it so well.
Mm-hmm.
He tries to appease him with food.
he like
Yeah.
still tries to
Later.
be cocky, but like
Snarky.
snarky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wrote that down because this is one of my favorite lines that Death says in this episode. He says, "You have an inflated sense of your importance. How would you feel if a bacterium sat at your table and started to get snarky?" I love that line from
Hmm.
Death to Dean.
Well, he says Dean has this inflated sense of importance, but the Winchesters keep dying and coming back. This is pretty early.
Mm-hmm.
This is what, like, is it season
Five,
Five? Yeah.
521.
It's pretty early in the show for how many times they die and come back, but is his sense of importance actually that inflated?
I think
It's his
Death
attitude.
is comparing it to every universe, every world, and saying it's not.
Yeah.
This particular world, I think it is. But in the grand
In the
scheme
broad
of things,
sense.
in Death's
Mhm.
grand scheme of things, I don't think he thinks it is.
Yeah.
Thoughts, Ruth?
I mean, I agree. I think that also what he was saying was to put fear into Dean. I mean, he could be just playing, the tough guy as needed for what he was trying to get across to him.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that when Dean comes in, whether it's a false sense of bravado or whatever, that's like part of his shell of protection
Oh, yeah.
that he has.
Mhm.
And so he put it on for Death, and Death just laughed at him,
Mhm.
essentially. Bacterium. He called him a bacterium.
Mm-hmm.
That's not very nice. But and in this episode, we find out that Death's enslaved to Lucifer because Lucifer had some sort of spell that bound him.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was a very interesting thing to find out.
Yeah.
A bratty
I
child having a tantrum.
Yeah.
saw this interesting connection that we talk about the writers sometimes and whether they do things intentionally. But in this episode where we meet Death, Crowley gives Dean Death's scythe. And he
Mhm.
says, rumor has it can even kill Death himself.
Mhm.
And it does.
And then later on, when my phone goes off, it does. And it's one of those things I always wonder if the writers planned that.
I mean, Death's first words on the show are thanks for returning that.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it starts burning hot in Dean's hand.
Right. And he has
Calls
to
that-
drop it. And then he's standing there like, maybe he didn't notice.
Yeah. Maybe I can go back out that back door.
It'll be fine.
So, what's the difference between a scythe and a sickle? Is it the length of the shaft or the stick?
The handle?
The handle.
Well, clearly the one that he takes into the pizza joint is not the same one that he used to kill him in
Right.
Brother's Keeper.
It's huge. That's
Yeah. The
later.
handle is different.
Yeah. Well,
But-
even the blade is bigger.
The blade is
Wait,
bigger in
yeah,
Brother's Keeper.
Listen, it's Death. He's a
Mhm.
horseman. I'm sure he can make his weapon of choice look like whatever he wants.
He might just have a travel one.
It's pocket size.
That was
Yeah, that was his
just
travel.
little
That was
Polly
his travel
Pocket
size.
little Polly Pocket.
That was it.
The only reason I ask is because I like the word sickle better than scythe because I feel like I can't ever say it correctly.
You're doing fine.
Well, thanks.
You said it better than good and dear.
Okay, gear. Got it. Did you want to mix up a cocktail for us?
I can.
Oh, yeah, this is spirits. And
So,
Hmm.
yeah,
There's
There's spirits in that
spirits
cake.
in the cake for sure.
So I'm just gonna make up my own version of a chocolate old fashioned. I don't know. Is Death old fashioned?
He's old.
Old.
He's very old.
Very
A
old.
very old Dean.
Might be older than God. We don't know.
Right. So, yeah, an old fashioned, a classic cocktail. We have apple whiskey because that's what we have. And then I got chocolate Baileys. And I'm just gonna do like an ounce or so of each and give it a good stir, and that'll be it.
We trust you.
Yeah.
Well, I do. Teresa's like, well, I'm here.
Whatever.
I don't have
You're
to
here
drive
for
home right
whatever.
away.
Whatever. I'm just along for the ride.
So that was the first time we met Death. And then the second episode we meet him is in the 6th season, episode 11, Appointment in Samara. And our mixologist had to stand up and
Close the door.
close the door. Oh,
Well, I'm going to add one thing about Death's entrance.
Mhm.
Do you guys know what his license plate says? You don't see it in the episode. You only see
It's
it
like
in the
white Cadillac or something.
No,
in the
but his
car,
license
but
plate.
Yeah, I don't know.
His license plate says bye-bye.
oh,
UHBYE.
yeah.
You only see it in the promotion teaser for the episode. It's not in the show.
Okay.
It's a California plate and says bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Probably didn't say it like that.
Maybe not.
Anyhow, that was my daughter that just dropped off stuff for me. All of a sudden, the light went on in the hallway, and we don't have a ghost. So
We don't have a ghost. What was it the one time we were recording and the light kept flickering because it was
Yeah.
like the generator or your husband was doing something in
He
the
was
kitchen?
using the air compressor in the garage. Yeah. Excuse me.
I might even know.
So Dawn's going to mix up this old fashioned,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll give it a try and see what it's like. But
Appointment in Samara is that's right, Appointment, right?
mhm.
That
Yep.
is that I actually did watch that one before this to remember all the things. And that one was all the things because I never remember the thing until you describe half the
Remember
episode to
none
me.
of the things.
But that's the one where Death has Dean be Death for a day.
Mm-hmm.
And what is he like dead with the Dr. Robert for like 7 minutes or something?
Right.
Yeah.
Who was played by Robert Englund, who was Freddy Krueger.
Ew.
You didn't know that?
Do I ever know your little tidbits like
No.
that?
You didn't know that?
No.
That was one of the
I've
best
never
cameos
seen
ever.
Nightmare on Elm
That was
Street.
one of the
You've
best
never
cameos
seen
ever.
Nightmare on Elm Street?
No,
Johnny Depp is in the very first one. That
See,
alone should
I'm-
make you want to watch it.
We are a little bit older than she is.
I was a little person when that movie came out, and I probably should not have been watching.
I said
horror
we.
movies.
Yeah, I know. I said you're a lot older.
I'm older than you.
No, yeah. Oh, well, you should give it a shot sometime unless you.
When
I
was a
love
kid,
Sleepover Nightmare on Elm Street. Thank
my
you for-
grandma had like the it was a fake leather glove
Oh,
with
with
like the
the-
fake claw thing.
Your grandma did?
My
Grandma
grandma
had
had
it.
it, and I, as a kid, never having watched Nightmare on Elm Street, would like walk around her house with it on.
Because it made little cute noises.
Sure, I knew it was from a scary guy.
I don't even know what to say about that. Your was she a big fan of horror?
No, I don't even know how they got it. One of my cousins probably left it there. I
Oh.
have no idea.
That's really funny. So, just so you all know, because I know you're dying to find out, the food that he was eating in that episode was he brought to Dean was a bacon dog from Los Angeles. Didn't
A
say.
bacon dog from Los Angeles?
Yeah. Yep.
That's delicious. I love bacon.
I like hot dogs, so I thought I would like
Wait,
it.
oh, that was near the end when he brought food, correct? When he was going to help Sam.
Yes. To Bobby's house.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
to give Sam a soul back.
Yeah.
I did not just watch this, but yeah.
I know she probably watched it 17 years ago and she remembers perfectly what it was. You've got a good memory. I don't. Although I might be a little better than Dawn's.
I mean, it helps to have watched it like 15 times. So
I'm sure that helps.
Sure.
He also had fries and a beer with his bacon dog.
Okay.
That seems entirely appropriate and like a delicious, delicious meal.
Because
I don't
I also
even
wrote
like
down what he
anything else.
Yeah. But Dean didn't.
'Cause,
Dean
we
didn't
share a
eat it.
brain.
Yeah. Dean didn't eat any of it though. He wasn't in the mood for eating after failing being death.
Right. He
Actually,
thought
the term I flunked.
he thought death wasn't gonna help
But
him.
that still held up the deal.
Yeah.
because he still
Just
felt
Death's
that.
still a good guy.
Well, he still felt that Dean learned a lesson.
Yeah.
This doesn't have any. Do you have ice?
Yeah.
Cool.
So when
This curdled.
what?
I've never used chocolate liqueur before, but I'm telling you, it curdled.
That's weird.
Isn't it?
Oh,
So-
I can't
Some
wait to
ice
drink
in there and
this.
see what
It's
happens.
gonna be like cottage cheese. It's fine.
I never know what I'm in for coming up.
Enjoy.
We never know what we're in for coming in here either, so it works.
Considering I just made this up. we'll
My
see what
favorite line from that episode was when Dean was coming, Dean had himself basically killed, obviously,
happens.
so he could meet up with Death. And he's kind of hemming and hawing. Nope. Just here. I didn't bring the tongs, sorry. And Death tells him, Dean, quit shuffling and deal. I like that line. Probably because I'm a card player.
He definitely, Death definitely has some lines like that. He
Oh, yeah.
says, that are pretty iconic. I don't know how this is going to work out, y'all. We might need to add something to it. I don't know.
That is weird looking. What the heck happened to this?
I'm telling you, the whiskey curdled the chocolate liqueur. That's all I got. This is what
We've
happens
used
when-
cream with alcohol before and we haven't had that issue.
I don't know.
All
It
right.
is an interesting situation.
Well, thanks for tuning into our last episode since we're going to die of food poisoning. We appreciate
I'm
you
not
being here.
saying that. Why would you get food poisoning?
I don't know because I'm drinking curdled something. We're going to drink it anyhow.
Bake
It says
I didn't
shake
get to
well.
taste the cake,
It
but
suggests on here.
Maybe it's because you didn't. No, it could be the cake. No,
Smells like chocolate.
no, I'm going to drink it. Here,
It'll be great.
let's clink.
The ice will melt and water it down a little bit, is my thought.
All right.
We'll see how it goes.
Good
you're
luck.
all very trepidatious.
That's strong.
That's because it's alcohol and alcohol with
Yeah.
ice.
It's strong and chunky.
Are you talking about me again? I'm thick and chunky. Good grief.
That is strong.
It is really strong. And it's weird chewing a cocktail.
It's chunky.
They can't all be great. I'm just.
I actually like the taste of it.
Yeah, the taste is fine. The texture is a little odd.
It is.
Yeah, it does, kind of throws you off a little bit, but we knew
Yeah, the
going
taste
in.
is fine.
Here, you
It's
wanna,
very
be able to
chocolatey.
stir it.
Oh yeah, we got my 12-foot
Real
long stir.
long,
We haven't used these in a long
If I
time.
stir it right before I take a drink and then let it.
Yeah.
It's like that Friends episode when Chandler and Ross are afraid to go down to the coffee shop. So they make their own and are like, stir and drink, stir and drink. That's what it made me think of. I can make a Friends reference to just about anything. So, all right.
Like,
And Psych and Supernatural. Anything else to say about Appointment in Samara? Did you think, so Death,
Mhm.
also he's like, what did he say? It's going to scratch. It's going to itch, but don't scratch it. to
Because if you
Sam.
do, you won't like what happens, or something like that.
Yeah.
He says, yeah.
I like it when Death is describing to Dean what he's going to do. Like he's going to put up this wall,
Mhm.
but it won't last. And Tessa was there at the time and she's like, it's not
Not
going to
permanent.
last. And he said, so what you're telling me my options are to live with Soulless Sam or to live with a patched up drywall.
yeah.
And he's like, I'll do that. Take my
Mhm.
chances with that. So that's how scared Dean was for Soulless Sam.
I have a question. This goes back to the first episode, but why when Death gives Dean his ring, it doesn't impact his power? The other
I
horsemen
what?
lost their ring, lost their
Right.
power. They stopped
Yeah.
doing what they were doing.
Because
Death did not.
Mullins just straight up disappeared
Yeah.
after his ring was cut off.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't looking good.
But Death didn't need the ring. And he was still
I don't
Death.
know.
Maybe he had a backup with his scythe.
He gave him the travel ring.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
that is a really good question because also
But
after the other horsemen got taken out, was there no more disease and no more war? No. So
No, there wasn't.
Mhm.
And they weren't, as far as I believe, weren't technically killed.
Yeah.
They were defeated,
Yeah.
but they
Yeah.
weren't
Right.
killed.
right.
Death
taken
didn't-
down in the instance that they were trying to do something horrible.
Right.
Mhm.
It stopped what they were doing at the moment, but I don't think it stopped
Right.
it.
Like it in
I
total.
mean,
Yeah.
but it also very well could be just like when death dies, someone else becomes death. So it's just
Right.
they're not a corporal being. They're a
Right. But
entity. They're
there's thousands of reapers. So
Maybe
death was still happening
the
and people were
difference.
still reaping, but death wasn't
Death also
being a
gave his
reaper.
ring
He
up.
gave
And
his
the
ring.
others it was taken from. And
Mhm.
maybe that's part of the
But he didn't have it from episode 521 to 611.
Right.
That's a pretty long gap.
Forever. Yeah. He didn't have it for all that time.
That's over a year because it was a year in between
5 and 6.
5 and 6.
right. Hmm? Good
There's
question.
something I thought of when I watched.
I thought of that too.
I watched that scene of a 2 minutes to midnight. Like,
Yeah.
everybody else, they cut off their finger or took the ring and they
Mhm.
disappeared or quit doing what they were doing. Death did not.
I mean, also in Appointment in Samara, it's interesting that Death, when it's Dean, is going around with a Reaper and doing the work, but I doubt that Death actually goes
Death doesn't
around
do
and does
that.
this work.
Right. That's what all his reapers are for.
Right,
I assume Death just can communicate with his Reapers,
Right.
Right.
and that
right.
Dean had to physically be doing it to learn this lesson.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was really sad though, I thought.
Oh, that he had to like go or
It's like,
something.
yeah, well, he's like, okay, so the first guy that dies is like
Yeah.
the robber or whatever,
Right.
Yeah.
And
thief.
he's like, it's because you're a bad guy.
Yeah. And the next guy, he's like, it's because you made poor
Poor decisions.
decisions.
Poor life
Do you
decisions.
think maybe it was the extra cheese?
Yeah.
You think?
But I think that, but then it was going to be a kid. And we all know what a soft spot Dean has for
For kids.
children.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I can't do this.
Well, yeah.
Do we
and
know who wrote Appointment in Samara? I'm looking it up.
Okay.
I have no idea.
I don't remember.
I don't know who wrote anything. Kirky.
Nope, because that was season 6.
That's
I
why
don't
I'm
know.
looking down, y'all. I'm looking it up. Okay, Sarah Gamble and Robert Singer. Okay.
That makes
Okay,
sense.
that makes sense.
Because they had extra cheese in there, and I forget which writer it is. It's whoever wrote Stuck in the Middle with You likes to put the phrase extra cheese into every script. So I was like, oh, did he write that? But he didn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, geeky,
I-
nerdy thing.
those
but
are the things that you know.
We just found that. I just found that out too. Was that on SPN Then and Now? Why did I just recently
yes,
hear
they
that?
talked
It was.
about
It was
it.
on SPN Then
They
and
talked
Now.
about it
Okay.
when the writer was on SPN Then and Now, yeah.
Okay.
So he was just on 2 episodes ago. So if you look up SPN Then and Now, then that would tell you whoever was being featured was that guy.
Um, he was, but I think he talked about it in a much earlier
Oh, okay.
podcast.
I
Yeah.
thought I just heard it. So I must
Because
have,
I told you.
not just now.
Oh, no, when
I
we
did-
were on our call before.
No, no, I know
Didn't I just tell you guys?
I don't think so. I don't know. I have no idea now.
Stuck in the Middle with You is written by Davy Perez.
Okay, so let me see
That's
anyway.
not who
I
was.
thought
So
this was
not
grade
important
12.
to the topic of this
To this one.
podcast, but
That's
Cheese is related to death because it's
It's
food.
food.
right.
and we all like
Extra cheese is delicious, so
Yeah.
Who doesn't like cheese?
I know some people.
Really? I know somebody that doesn't like bacon.
Yeah. The
It's just-
person I know who doesn't like cheese also doesn't like bacon.
Un-American.
They don't like fun or happiness.
Clearly. All right. So the next time we meet Death
Mhm.
is season 7, episode 1, Meet the New Boss. This is after Crowley and Cass have opened up purgatory,
Okay.
and Cass has absorbed purgatory. And so we find out, it's the first time we ever hear the name Leviathan. Death says,
Mm-hmm.
that's what you have in you. It's not just a bad case of gas. It's the Leviathans. And so Dean, and this is a cocky thing, summons Death and binds him. That's, that takes a lot of
What a bacterium.
guts to do that. And do you know who he got the spell from? That was creepy. Don't whisper. I don't like whispering. Yeah, he
It
got the
makes
spell
sense
from
that
Crowley.
Crowley would know how to
He
summon
got the
death,
spell from
but
Crowley, right? Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
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 See, she didn't hear me.
Crowley's mom was a witch, and I think that's why Crowley was able to know a lot
Oh,
of
he
spells.
definitely knew a lot of spells because of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah. But it
So,
also benefits him to like gather information and
oh
know
yeah.
resources. Yeah.
So, do you remember Dawn when he captured Death and he's like, "But I've got something here for you." Do you remember what that food was by any
Nachos.
chance?
I have no idea.
No, it was fried pickle
Oh,
chips.
I know.
Go ahead.
Pickle chips
Fried pickle chips. So, my question
and a
is,
drink.
they were in Sioux Falls and they drive 9 hours south. So, do you think that put them in Kansas? He said these are the best fried pickle chips in the state. So, do you think they were in Kansas?
They didn't say where they were going.
No,
Hmm.
just had to go 9 hours south to get
To
the
I
get the
lightning bolt
from the
thing
I
couple
don't
from
know
the
the
White
Midwest well
family.
enough to give you an answer for that.
Yeah, well, mostly when our guests come on, they study geography, so
I
they
mean, I
can
could ask
answer
Google right
questions.
now.
No, I'm just guessing that that's where they were because he said they were the best fried pickle chips in the state, and so I'm just guessing it was
It
Kansas.
didn't specify a state.
No,
no.
but 9 hours
We
from
ask
Sioux.
people in Kansas. Maybe they know about some good fried pickle chips.
Yeah,
We could ask them.
let's do that.
Okay, I'll make a note.
Okay, liar. So what did you guys think about how all of that went down and like so Cass is off like just killing people all over the place and he's starting to deteriorate really badly, but he shows up and he
Unbind.
unbinds Death,
So death won't kill him.
right? But weren't you surprised that Death,
Cass could do that. Death can unbind himself.
well, Cass is kind of like the new god at that time, like the
So
new
the thing that
boss.
confused me about that was
You, sir, are no god.
Yeah.
that they asked him to kill God and he was about to while he was bound.
Hmm.
So he could kill God bound, but he couldn't deal with Dean bound. Like
With
that
whatever
kind of,
spell.
He could kill Dean
He could have killed Dean. He
but he
chose
was
not
bound
to.
to stay there.
in Chicago, you mean?
No, 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 no. I'm sorry.
I'm
When he
sorry.
was bound in at the house where
Hmm.
they did the
Oh,
spell to call him
why
in.
not kill Dean to be unbind yourself?
I
I'm
see
just
where you're
saying
going. Yeah.
they
Dude,
bound him. So
yeah.
what did that stop him from doing? What did that bind him to?
He has to do what they tell him.
It's kind of like a genie in the lamp.
Okay, so it was
He has to
okay.
do what they tell him.
I
That
see. And
Lucifer
then he
had
did say, "You're my, can I say the B word?"
Yes,
your
you're
my
my
bit.
boyfriend. What? Oh, you're
Yeah,
my
that's what it
buttercup.
is. But yeah, so then he was bound and he was about to kill God.
Yeah.
But then Cass unbound him. So
Hmm.
it's just
And then
interesting to
immediately
me.
left.
Yeah.
He did not have a moral dilemma about having to kill Cass. He was
No,
happy to
because
do
he
it.
also didn't think of
He
him as
didn't think
God,
Cass was God.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
which he
even then,
wasn't.
even if he thought he was, it didn't matter because he said, "And I will reap him."
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't have a dilemma
So,
about killing God.
yeah, he would have
Do
done
you
it.
think death has an inflated sense of self?
I think that he's probably earned it better than everyone else that has one.
I think I I do I like when Brother's Keeper, he has no expectation at all that Dean is going to double cross him.
Right. Right.
He's very confident in
He's
his
very
power
confident in his
and
power and he's confident. So, if that's a, inflated sense of importance, but
Mhm.
to your point, Jenny, he's probably earned it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the entire time, Dean had no thought that he was going to do that. I
That's
mean, I
fair.
don't,
Right.
I
That's
believe
fair. It
that
was
it
a
was
last
a
minute
very
thing.
last
Yeah,
minute decision.
it
Yes.
was.
Hmm.
It was.
Well, we're
Yeah.
not at that episode yet. And you know how I am about structure and order.
Well, then
I
get
do want to
going,
say
girl.
something, something that I love about this episode, because I have a thing about this, is when people who don't know about the supernatural learn about the supernatural. And so that couple was witnessing this.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
Like I find that in every like fantasy show, like in Grimm or Buffy or anything like that, when people find out, it's one of the most interesting things.
Hmm.
Just watching that.
The way that
Yeah.
they respond and react to
Right.
it. Like we've
You
talked
just
about
like
that. There's some
feeling that
people,
feeling of them learning
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, when because they were tied up and like death just appears
Right.
and the woman, yeah, she's like does a double take, like where did
Where'd she
this
come
guy,
from?
the other
Mhm.
guys came through the door. This guy is just here. Yeah. And how do you explain that kind of thing? You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
eventually they left their house. I don't know
I
if they
was thinking
untied
they should
them,
have wiped their memory because here we go. Here they're gonna be in the loony bin
if they
because
tell
they're gonna talk
anybody.
about
If they
this.
tell anybody about it, yeah.
I don't know if you experienced something like that. You tell,
Like you call
who
the
do you
police and
tell?
my home was just invaded, and then like you try to explain that story. And like, do they just assume when you say that like these guys came in that like Death was just one of the guys who came in too? And they just never care to explain any further that he just appeared there?
Yeah.
But Cass just appears and disappears as
Yeah.
well. It's not just Death.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't
Cass
imagine
too.
they would have actually called the police and been like, somebody just broke into our house. They didn't steal anything, but
They tied them up. They
yeah,
basically kidnapped them for a
held them
period of
hostage
time.
slightly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I
So,
wouldn't have called anybody.
Just sit there going,
Just cleaned up the mess and went on with
okay.
your life.
Yeah,
yeah.
we're not going to talk about this again.
So then they do talk about so Death tells them what they have to do to get Cass the Leviathans out of him.
Mhm.
And they're like, yeah, but we'll need an eclipse. And he's
Do
like, I
that.
can make that happen at what was it, 302 or whatever it
Yeah,
was. And it had to be at the place where he absorbed the fellas. So
Is that what we're calling Leviathans?
the
Fellas still
fellas, yeah, those cute little critters.
with all the teeth.
So then the next episode we have, this one was interesting because this is Death with Sam. All the other episodes are Death and Dean.
Mhm.
So this is basically the first time Sam fully interacts with Death.
Yeah,
On the,
he saw him in Meet the New Boss, but he
yeah,
didn't interact with him.
right.
Dean did all that.
They actually
Dean and
have a
Cass.
full on
And
conversation.
Sam's first interaction with Death, does he remember getting his soul back?
So this is episode 1 of season 9.
Okay.
So him
Well,
getting,
I'm
Oh,
well,
right.
that's way
no,
past
I'm
that.
jumping back though because
Yeah.
when Death showed up with his soul to shove it back in him, and he's like, "No, don't do this."
Mhm.
Does Sam remember that interaction? Because he doesn't remember anything about being soulless at first.
I don't know. I would assume in 9-1 that he
He
remembered
would
that he went
remember,
through
but
that
yeah.
and what happened,
Well,
but
by 9-1, he's relived the memories and
Mm-hmm.
fought with himself in his own head and has his all his memories from being Soulless Sam back.
Yeah.
So by
right.
9-1, I think
He's
he remembers all
It
of it.
was like a thing that happened in the past that he
Right,
recovered
right.
from. Yeah.
So I'm just thinking about like that experience and then having this where it's like his first time really interacting with death.
Yeah. And Sam, to me, he wants to stay dead. That's the thing. Sam's like, okay, if I say yes to you about you killing me,
Make it permanent.
yeah, I don't want to hurt anybody else. I don't want anybody else to get hurt. I'm dead. I'm going to stay dead. And then we can get into the whole at some point when Dean, we will when we get to Gadriel,
Mhm.
tricks him or whatever. But the quote that I liked in this one is when Death says, I consider it to be quite the honor to be collecting the likes of Sam Winchester. That's why, because it didn't have to be Death that showed up. It could have
Right.
been any Reaper.
Mm-hmm.
But Death was like,
This
I
one's
got
mine.
this one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Billy did that too, where
Well,
she was the one who
because
wanted to,
she
yeah,
wanted to kill them all the
right,
time,
right.
at any moment, every day, all the days.
I do have to say, as a side note, I don't understand Sam's. I mean, I know that it's plot driven, but the whole thing of Sam saying, I don't want to live, just, yeah,
I don't get it either because I mean, basically at the end of season 8, he's like, okay, we have to stop or you're going to die. And so
right. And he agrees to that.
and he agrees to that.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
what was
how,
Dean supposed to know? Dean was
right.
only supposed to
Do
know
what
that
he
he
said
was
when he was
right,
when he was still
right.
conscious. Yeah, I don't understand
Mm-hmm.
Sam's kind of 180 on, yeah,
Right.
I want to die.
I wonder, I mean, if you want to like, write it for the writers and say he felt the release, he was already gone and it was, it's a tough
Maybe.
life. And so, there's something there, but It just didn't fit for me.
And after all the discussion, all the conversations he and Dean had in season 8 about Dean, I see a light at the end of this tunnel, you don't,
Yes.
and all of that and wanting to live beyond all of it. And then all of a sudden in 9-1, he's ready to die.
I
I
think,
mean,
although I know that when Dean came and rescued him and made him stop the trials, Sam assumed he was going to die and he was willing and ready to die in season 8. In my opinion, Sam knew that the trials were going to kill him and
But he was
he knew
ready to
it.
die for a cause.
Or he was ready to
Right.
die to shut the gates of
And
hell.
and
Right.
both of
Yeah.
them always are ready to die for
Mm-hmm.
a cause.
Yeah.
But that was over. They
He
didn't do it.
stopped. Yeah, he stopped for
Yeah.
Dean so that he didn't die.
So he would die for nothing.
Right. He would have died for nothing.
mhm.
And then he wanted to die in season 9-1. Didn't make a lot of sense. Anyway,
I'm
death.
just thinking about how like normal people, not the Winchesters, like we can walk, we can talk a talk, but then like when the time comes, like he can say, there's light at this end of the tunnel, we have a reason to live or whatever. But then when the opportunity arises that like he could just be done with all of it.
That's kind of to Ruth's point. Like he just being in a
Yeah.
coma, he felt the
Mhm.
weight off his shoulders. He felt the freedom. He
Yeah.
felt the release. He felt the relief. You
Mhm.
know,
Right. It's
maybe.
kind of like also how
Not really
Dean, every
explained to
time
us.
there's a chance that he could end it in some way, he's like, I'm tired, I'm done,
Mhm.
and so their life is so heavy on them.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't watch the whole episode, but if I'm remembering correctly, Jim Beaver was there also in his
Yeah.
head,
Jim was telling
encouraging
go.
him to end it. Not Jim,
No,
but
it was
Bobby.
because
Yeah.
Bobby stuck around and saw
Yeah.
what that turned into.
Yeah.
Well, but not
Yeah.
necessarily. That wasn't him ending it. That was just him sticking around as a ghost. So never mind. That's not the same.
Right. Actually, I'm wondering was that his spirit talking to Sam, or was that Sam hallucinating everything? Like bringing in somebody who was the angel on his shoulder or
Right.
whatever. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So if it was, I know what you're saying. So even if it was Sam hallucinating it, this was the OG Bobby. This wasn't the
Yes.
AW
Oh, yeah.
Bobby. Yeah.
Oh,
There
yes.
was no
Mhm.
AW didn't exist yet.
Right. It didn't season 9. I guess not. I don't know.
didn't.
The kind of for me, seasons 9 through 15 kind of start blurring together.
Seasons 1 through 15 blur together. for
Yeah, I
me.
know.
Nope.
Especially when I watch stuff entirely out of order and then I'm like, I don't know what happened when.
Yeah. So anyhow, I liked the dynamic of Sam and Death having an interaction finally.
hmm
It wasn't as fun as Dean and Death because Sam was just like,
Ready to go.
here I am. Take me.
Do your job, man.
Yeah. And then the last time we get to see, and then he didn't eat anything in that episode.
That's what I was
It's
gonna
important
say.
to know that.
Are you sure? He didn't?
Yeah.
He did not.
Okay.
No. Well, I mean, if he did, we didn't see it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Mhm.
have a milkshake in some episode, or am I just making it up? It's
I don't
like
remember.
I don't
a
remember a
milkshake.
milkshake.
Maybe he just mirrors Dean and he's only eating something when Dean's around.
No.
And
'Cause
that's
he
how
was,
he relates to Dean as food.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think that because Dean even says to him about you only eat junk food. You don't eat anything healthy. He didn't say that exactly.
Mhm.
I don't
And
think he
then
needs to worry about his cholesterol.
and then Death is like kind of like, look who's talking kind of situation. So last time we get to see Death is episode 10. No, I'm sorry, episode 23 of season 10.
So so he doesn't eat anything, but Dean, who's really Gadriel, says, I would have bought cronuts. I didn't have time.
Ah.
If I knew it was going to be you,
Oh,
I would have bought cronuts, but I didn't know. I didn't have time. So food is mentioned, but he doesn't eat
okay,
anything.
Good job. Good catch. Have you ever had a cronut?
Yes.
I'm not even
sure you
I
have.
know what a cronut is.
It's a
It's
Croissant donut.
it's basically
I've
like
never
a
had to
big,
send.
it's like, croissants
baker
are
will
all
know.
layers with butter and air in between. And
Mhm.
so basically it's like a round croissant that has a hole in the middle. And they make ones that aren't without a hole too, like the solid
Mhm.
donuts, but it's very good.
I bet it is.
I've never
I
had
mean,
one,
it's
then I'm
not,
sure.
you're not eating a croissant. You're eating something that's different that has croissant elements to it. Yeah.
It's like
I've never had one.
it's like a pretzel.
Or a brookie.
Okay, go on.
Okay.
Brothers keep
She's bringing us back.
That was my sound effect. bringing us back. So, Brother's Keeper, last time we see him, Dean summons death. And at this time, Dean has the mark of Cain.
Mhm.
And he's tired of fighting that all the time.
Yeah.
And he wants Death to kill him. And Death says he can remove the mark, but he has to give it to someone else, and kind of goes through this whole, back and forth thing. And the biggest reason why we needed to keep the mark, we found out why the mark was so important, was it held back the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Not knowing what the darkness was, as far as we knew, the
Right.
darkness was just dark.
And
You know what I
boy, do
mean?
I wish I could go back to the first time I watched it.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't remember what it was like to not know what the darkness was. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
I know this is if anybody, when they do these little, if you could erase your memory, what show would you
Right.
want to watch? This
This one.
definitely this.
Everyone.
Yeah.
This
for
one.
sure.
To experience it all over again.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Sam shows up because, so I got confused now. Death told him he had to kill Sam, right?
Mhm.
Right, but we didn't know that when he called Sam and asked him to come there. We just
Okay.
thought he was going to say goodbye to him and Death
Okay.
was going to kill him.
But that told him that he would put him on somewhere on a planet or a universe or wherever where he wouldn't be harm to anybody,
Right.
including himself.
Mhm.
But the
And
price was to kill Sam.
right.
Why was that?
Because he didn't
Because
want Sam trying to find him. Just just like Sam went to find the cure for the mark of Cain.
yeah,
He
basically
didn't
Death
want
knew
Sam
that
trying to bring it back.
Sam was going to forever try to bring him back.
Yeah,
And
So
that
Because that's
basically,
what the Winchesters.
He had to kill
Death-
Sam so that the Winchesters were out of the picture.
So Death didn't watch season 8 when Sam didn't go and try and find Dean in purgatory.
Let's not talk about it anymore.
he blocked it. He did watch it, but he blocked it.
Oh, okay.
Just
didn't
like
believe
us.
He
it.
erased it from his
Because it made
memory.
no sense.
Fast forward.
He
through
fast
this.
forwards through all the
He's
Amelia
like, who's
scenes.
this Amelia person exactly? Like, get her out of here.
I will say I thought it was hilarious
co-host
when
likes Amelia.
Supernatural Then and Now just completely disliked that storyline.
I know. They're like, oh, she stepped on a blade of grass once.
So it actually took them a couple of episodes though. And then they started getting so annoyed with it. But in
Yeah.
the beginning,
Yeah, because
they were like, they
What
were
is this?
Because you weren't learning
interested.
anything.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, ugh, don't be interested in this.
Yeah.
Because you weren't learning anything.
So
It's just-
Sam and Dean have a great big pow
do.
pow fight. They didn't have a powwow.
It was a powwow with their fists.
That drink's really got into my head.
But you-
Anyhow,
did you
I
finish it?
finished it.
She
I
always
did not.
It's what I do. I can't.
I'm eating more cake, but I did
Yeah.
not finish my.
So Sam and Dean have this big fight,
I haven't had cake for over
and
6
Dean and does Death hand Dean the scythe? Do you
Yeah.
remember?
I think
Yeah,
so.
he hands it to
Yeah.
him. And this is really powerful to me too. And he's like, Sammy, did he call him Sammy? He's like, close your eyes.
Close
You
your
know?
eyes, Sammy. I'm
Yeah.
sure he said Sammy.
He
Yeah.
said Sammy. When he says Sammy, that always gets me in the heart right there. That's where my heart is. For those people that are watching the podcast, I pointed to the correct place on my chest of where a heart is, just so you know. So, so Dean has it, and we think he's going. I mean, none of us really thought he was going to kill Sam, did we? I mean, really?
Well, I don't know. Everybody always comes back to life. So,
Yeah. So he takes the swing and turns around and
But
sudden death right
not
through the
before
chest.
Sam convinces him that family and life is important.
Yeah, brought the
And
pictures.
right. And that brings me back to Swan Song.
Absolutely. And
When-
Dean did it to Sam.
Right. When Sam as Lucifer gets a glint in his eye and sees all these memories in the car,
Yep.
it's perfection.
Mm-hmm. It is. I agree. But I think it's important to know that when Dean summoned death, he had queso, taquitos, and tamales were the 3 things that were mentioned that Dean made himself.
Oh,
Whoa.
yeah. He said it was homemade Mexican.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it was like a big old spread of Mexican food. But when Death shows up, the very first thing he says is that queso? So, I love that.
Even Death is like, ooh, queso.
Yeah. Yeah, the man.
No, he
he's
doesn't
a
say
foodie.
Sammy. He just says, close your eyes, Sam.
Oh.
At least according to the script, the transcript.
I could see Jensen changing it
Okay.
possibly, but it might have been Sam. I couldn't remember for sure.
I
even
think
though
that the
just watched it.
transcripts, I think that the transcripts that are online are what the show was and not what
What the
was written.
script was.
Oh, okay.
Because
Transcript
because
versus script.
Oh,
right,
got you.
because they
Okay.
take the show, they don't have the original stuff. They take the show and they write the transcript. Yeah.
All right. Got it. That makes sense. I don't have a quote from that one. Do you have a quote from that?
Besides, is that queso?
Yeah, I guess that would be it. That would probably be my quote. But anyhow, when Dean scythes
I'm
or
pretty
sickles
sure
in,
I like gasped when that happened. The first
Yeah.
time I watched, I
Yeah.
was like, "Wait,
yeah, and he just kind of turns into dust.
dust."
Does
He was
Dean
just-
say, I guess you can kill death?
I think I just killed Death. Is what he
Okay.
said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you, Miss. Have the transcript in front of you.
I do. Because I'm looking to see if the transcript says Sammy instead of Sam.
Sammy,
Sammy, close your eyes. The
Ah.
transcript says Sammy.
I
The
knew
There you
script
it.
go.
did not.
Yeah,
And the
There
script
you
said,
go.
close your eyes, Sam. Jensen said, Sammy, close your eyes.
which I think
It's
I'm
tracks
just
better.
sitting here in shock that you've got the script and transcript in front of you. I have a
Wikipedia.
curdled cocktail.
I have a curdled cocktail too.
I drank mine.
I have
Well,
a bookmark on my browser to
So do I.
Supernatural IMDb, the Super Wiki, the transcripts page. I have like I have bookmarks to all of them.
I
Yeah.
should
So do I.
bookmark the wiki because I use it all
So
the
do I.
time, but
Yeah.
I don't have scripts or whatever.
Honestly, the wiki is just a tab that's always open on my browser.
So
On my
one of the
iPad.
the reason that I put a bookmark to the transcripts is because I wanted to see how many times and when they say "don't get dead" because I really love that line. And so I literally opened up every transcript and did a control F and wrote "don't get" and to see, and they don't say it very much. I think it's like 3 times, and I feel like they
Not
say
as
it
much as
so
you
many
thought it
times.
was.
This is what I want you to do sometime for me. How many
Okay.
times do they say can't or won't?
Oh, it's mostly season 6. I want to scream. They say it so many times, it's
Mhm.
unbelievable. And it's all within this like 1.5 seasons that they say it a million times. But
I
I will
must
do that for you.
I must have thought that they said it throughout the whole series because I felt like it was
Yeah.
a lot
But in that season, like 6 to half of 7, it's tons.
constantly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that one I'm
I'll
like
look it up for you.
or
You're
won't.
eating more cake.
I'm
You just eat the
eating
cream?
cream.
You just ate the cream?
Yeah. Well, she's
Oh
being
yeah, there's no
careful with
gluten in
the
that.
yeah,
There you go. Exactly.
That's the best part, by the way.
The
it's
cream.
all
Yeah,
delicious.
but I don't really like cake very, I mean, I like cake, but it's not my favorite thing. And so buttercream is definitely more my buttercream
Wow.
and ganache fillings are more my thing.
I don't like cake very much either. I don't like cake. And
I can
honestly,
pass on cake. You
I
just don't have
usually
like
don't like frosting, but I love your buttercream.
I love
It's really good.
pastries
Thank you.
in general.
That's so
Thank
funny
you.
because I did just get that customer, her son saying that he'd rather have the cake covered in buttercream than
buttercream
fondant
because he,
because,
yeah,
quote, Ruth's buttercream is the best.
yeah.
I'm like, yep, I understand. I get it.
Can you take you need to take a screenshot or something like that, or have
And
that
put it
be
on
a
your website.
customer review? Yeah.
Yeah, so I do that. I have a review page
Yeah.
that yeah, and
And this is like from a 16-year-old boy.
I know this will be his fourth cake and that's my favorite thing. Return
That's so
I'm sorry,
cool.
I'm talking about my business, but that's my favorite thing is returning customers, especially when they're kids.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I have a customer who has 2 kids and a nephew, and I do every cake for them, including like communion and graduation,
Mm-hmm.
but I do every cake for them every year. And it's just that's probably the best part of the whole thing.
That's awesome. Well, when this kid
So,
gets married, he's going to be like, his wife's going to be, or, fiance, we
This
need
is
to do
what
cake
it
testing. And he's like, no, we
No,
don't.
we don't test
I
well,
got
my
you.
son has already told me what he wants, basically.
for
I
his
was
wedding
like,
cake.
your wife is gonna
Have
say
a
what
say.
cake she
Yeah.
wants. But yes, I will be doing their cake.
All right. So overall, if you just had to rank Death, what did you think of him as a character? Not Julian, and we're just talking
How
about Death
how
though.
are we
He's a
OG.
ranking?
great character.
He's a great character.
Yeah.
However you want. We don't have a system.
Oh,
We only have a system for the
rating
drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a swig
We don't
rating.
have to rate this one.
I thought it tasted good. I drank the whole thing.
Despite the texture.
I got past
Anyways,
it.
Death
when
is a
I
character. I was thinking about as I was watching some of these episodes, and like what I remembered of Death and what I thought of Death, and then like kind of trying to critically look at these episodes, and I realized he's actually very manipulative, but so is like everybody else.
Mhm.
So it's on brand, I guess. But like, yeah, I mean, everybody does that. We're like, I'll do whatever for you, but you have to do something for me, or like, I'm gonna have you do this.
There's
But
always
that
a price.
yeah, there's always a price. There's always an ulterior motive, and Death is the same,
I liked him,
regardless
though.
of how old he is.
I
Did
have
you?
never thought about it that way, but that's absolutely right. That he he was always bargaining it,
Hmm.
like he wouldn't just give something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did you like him though?
I did. Yeah,
Good.
I thought like it moved the plot. He was well developed, and
Hmm. Well,
Julian played
God
him
liked
well.
him better than Billy as Death.
Oh, me too.
yeah, and we will be talking about Reapers and Billy in a future episode, but
Hmm.
Death. Whenever anybody talks about Death,
You
I
think of the
automatically go
OG.
there. I do not go to Billy.
Right.
Well, and even with this today, we were texting, and I was like, "Are we just doing Julian Death, or are we doing
I asked her
Lisa?"
that earlier this week.
Yeah, like specifically, because
I
there
I
are
think
options.
I think that I mean I love the character. He's just up there with top characters for sure. And I hated when he got killed because it was so sudden and
Mhm.
unexpected, and I wanted that character to be in future episodes.
Jensen
Mhm.
has
And
said it was tough to do that scene because he thought Death's character was awesome.
Mhm.
right.
He had a hard time. He
And
That was hard to do that.
Julian talks about it actually. It wasn't on Supernatural then and now, but it was on a different interview, where he talks about a lot of body of his like different works that he's done. But he was talking about how when he read that, he was so sad about that because he had gotten so close to his character and enjoyed playing it so much, you know. I so I was really sad when he was killed off. And I think if it weren't Julian, would we love it as much? I don't know.
Hmm.
Mhm.
He's so
It's one of
instrumental
those
in
characters where
being
you
that
can't imagine
character.
anyone else being that character.
Yeah.
Well, and the way that he portrays Death is very unique, because I think depending on like whatever the premise of a show is, if you have a character presenting as Death, they could be incredibly intimidating. They could be,
He's just very nonchalant and like
yeah,
he doesn't. I mean,
he's just
He's
like,
not
cold.
interested.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cold.
Hmm.
Cold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But warm at the same time, actually, because
Mhm.
fair.
you actually see he helps people. He has helped the Winchesters
Oh
multiple
yeah,
times.
Hmm.
And does he get something back for it? Yeah, usually, or he at least tries to.
Hmm.
because
But
he was amused by them, though.
right.
That's what Billy says. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, really, if you're as old as old as Death is, and then you've got these, specks of existence,
Bacterium.
Bacterium.
bacterium, um, who are like trying to manipulate you or trying to do whatever with you. I'm sure he was like, well, it's been boring for a millennia. Why not?
I mean,
Yeah.
they were the favorite Sam and Dean for God too. I mean,
Yeah.
Hmm.
So,
I think yeah, he was amused by them.
yeah,
hmm,
I mean, they were our favorite Sam and Dean too.
Yeah.
they
they're
were.
the only Sam and Dean.
Oh.
We met others, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think that
The
that
drove the
definitely was one of
Prius
the
with.
absolute top characters. Yeah.
Well, okay. Thank you, Ruth, for the cake. Thanks for joining us
Yeah,
Of
thank you
today.
course.
for the cake
Thank
is
you
very
for
good.
Larissa
Very
for
good.
coming up again. So I think we still need to rate our drink. That's what we do. We got to,
Okay.
but we'll rate the cake first.
I love it.
I thought we weren't going to rate the cake.
What are
I
we
don't know.
doing?
Why'd you
I'm
think
shutting my ears.
you don't have to? So it won't be like a swig rating because we didn't drink the cake, but on taste, I give it obviously
Bite.
a full bite.
I
Okay.
don't know. It's not a swig.
Nope. It's delicious.
It is delicious.
And I really don't like cake.
Whatever the categories are for the cake, they're all full.
Agreed.
I think it matches our character
Oh, yeah.
because he was all about the food.
Death would have liked this cake.
Although I wouldn't call this junk food.
No,
No,
it's not junk.
it's dessert. And it's
It's not
delicious.
junk food. Junk food is like what you can get in a vending machine.
Oh.
Oh, well,
Or,
Yeah, just because it's
but
not good
also
for you
French
doesn't mean
fries
it's
and
not.
burgers
I
and
was
yeah,
gonna say you
Junk.
can't get fried pickle chips.
yeah.
Greasy.
This is gourmet.
Gourmet.
Oh, there we go.
Fancy.
Yeah.
I do know how to say gourmet.
Yeah, but we're going to cut that part out so people
Sure.
just think all you can
But
say is
now, thanks to
gourmet.
Ruth, I know how to say macaron.
And then you'll
Yeah.
have a voiceover.
Well, macaroon and macaron are two
Yeah,
different
it'll be
things.
like
two
that.
different
We
things,
learned.
I
macaroon and
know
macaron.
because of Ruth, I now know that macaroon and macaron are different things.
You didn't know? Okay.
You didn't know that?
No, I did.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I didn't know that.
We're all learning things.
We're
It's excellent.
We're probably the most educational podcast out there.
not.
Yeah. That's why we're not in the TV and entertainment category. We're in the education category.
Yeah. Kindergarten and first graders. love
No,
us.
kindergartners should not listen to us.
No.
No, the cake is fantastic. I think it's appropriate for Death for sure. Like he would definitely indulge in like desserts and stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's on point.
It was amazing. Thank you.
You're
So it
very
gets
welcome.
full. It just gets the full. We loved it.
All of it.
So then our drink, let's talk about our drink.
Okay, so
If you want to make this at home, how would somebody make this without curdling? Do you
I
know?
think that if I had actually put it in the shaker with the ice and shaken it, it would have
Oh.
mixed everything much better.
Do you
Okay.
think the whiskey being cold curdled it?
It's possible because
So-
this liqueur was not cold. It's room temperature.
And maybe
Yeah.
Ruth has
So
an
if
idea.
you mix two ingredients that are different temperatures, it's very likely they'll curdle, especially if there's a fat.
Science.
Um,
I
and
told you
so
we're educational.
which is why we room temp our eggs and our butter and
Mhm.
our milk before we
Before
use
you
them
bake
in
'em.
in
Like
in cake.
in cake and or like
Yeah.
if you're making tapioca.
So
did-
so I
learned
didn't
that the
know
hard
that
way.
one of them was cold, but yeah, that's probably
The
why.
whiskey was cold.
Mhm.
It still tasted good to me. It was very chocolatey and I liked it.
The taste was like I'll give it a full swig on the taste, even though I'm not a whiskey girl. The taste was good.
Mhm.
Hmm. I'm going to give it a full swig on taste.
Awesome.
I'm going to give a full swig on ease of making. It was 2 ingredients.
Well, yeah,
It
that is
was.
easy to make.
Mhm.
There's not really a swig category for the
Texture.
texture.
Yeah. What about mocktailability?
Chocolate milk.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably about it.
And if you want the full curdled experience, you could let it sit out for a while.
Do not
Add some
recommend-
vinegar
Do
or some
not
lemon
listen to
juice.
Jenny on that one. Do not
Or
listen to
lemon
Jenny.
juice, is that what you said?
Yeah, either vinegar or lemon juice. That's how you
Yeah.
make buttermilk.
That
Yeah.
sounds delicious. Chocolate milk and vinegar. Yum.
That's well, that'll get you the tanginess from the
Get
whiskey,
you something.
right?
So it's easy to mocktail it.
Mhm.
And did it fit our character?
I don't know. We don't ever. Well,
Well, the
Death had a
whiskey-
beer.
The whiskey was smooth. Death is smooth.
Mhm.
She's reaching.
She always
It's
does.
food. Death
The
like food.
chocolate. We could call this drink Death by Chocolate since it curdled on us. We're like, don't know what's going to happen.
I
So
love that.
there we go.
Totally.
We just made it work. That's what I do.
That's hilarious.
Stretch it. All right. Again, Ruth, thanks for joining us. Hope you start
Absolutely.
feeling
Thanks for
better.
having me.
You did a fantastic
I
job
don't think
of
you
not
coughed
coughing.
once.
She
I'm
did
s-
one
oh no,
time.
I did. I
Just one time.
coughed.
Okay,
Uh,
I missed it.
For everyone else who thinks that this is my usual voice, I have a cold.
This is her
You know,
sexy
usually that sexy
podcast
voice.
This is
Ooh.
when I sound. Do you remember? Oh my gosh, I can't remember the curly haired woman in Cheers who wasn't who wasn't in the whole time. Kirstie Alley.
I like
Mhm.
how she had to wiggle her fingers to really
Kirstie
How she
Alley.
remembers.
of the curly hair.
When I talk like this,
Rebecca.
She talks with her hands.
I feel like I'm talking like her. Anyway,
All right.
Like Kirstie Alley or like Rebecca? Like the actress or like the
well, no,
per-
I think she always
She had
that
kind
was
of
her
a
voice.
Kirstie
huskier
Alley
voice.
she has a
I think she was a
Low voice.
smoker.
Possibly.
Oh,
I'm not.
This
I
is
have a
so
cold.
related to Death.
Smoking kills. So yes, it does. All right. Thanks, everybody. So I did want to do a shout out for somebody.
For a person that is in her notes that she's looking for right now. Yeah.
No, I didn't put it in my
Oh,
notes.
good, okay.
That would have required a lot of forethought. There's somebody. Oh, I know who it is. Mary Benz.
Mary
She's
B.
from Wisconsin. Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
she drank her whole drink.
She comments on all of our posts. She listens to us and she loves us and we love her. So thank you, Mary
Mary
Baines.
B is
We
awesome.
Thank you, Mary
appreciate
B.
you. Yeah. All right. So everybody, designed to eat
Correct. It's .net,
dot
not
net.
.com.
Okay. And you're on Facebook and
I am
Instagram,
on
right?
Facebook under Design to Eat. Yep.
What are your specifications for, like, you're in Maryland,
Yeah,
local? Are you just local or do you ship?
so I can't ship out of state.
Okay. All right.
So
Go to Maryland for cake.
go to
Yeah.
Maryland for cake.
And
And
macarons.
yeah. And I'm in the Montgomery County area, but people come from all different parts of, in DC and Maryland.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yep.
I didn't know you weren't allowed to ship out of state.
Yeah, it's a Maryland law
Okay.
for cottage food for a home business.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like if you, like for instance, you took your cake to Jensen at Norfolk because you
I can,
handed it to
so
him.
first of all, he wasn't a customer.
Okay. That's true. He didn't pay for that
I just
cake.
gifted it to him.
Yeah.
So
That's what
like
happens
I can
best.
gift, I can ship and gift it to somebody
Okay.
because I'm not taking it as a, as a
As part of
sale.
your business.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yep.
All right. She's not going to do that for you though. Don't hit her up and say, make me a cake and ship it, but
For
don't
free.
charge me. Yeah.
And I've
That's
never
not going to
shipped a
happen.
cake before, but I've flown with a wedding cake before.
Like how many tiers?
Well, it was one
Wasn't
big,
oh,
I brought the layers and the buttercream separately and all my tools and I put it together there, but it was like an entire checked suitcase was and everything went frozen and I was
well,
just
I
like,
would not have trusted anybody with
yeah,
that
it's
checked
it's
suitcase.
insane.
Where did you fly to? Like
To
how long?
Denver. It was for my friend's mother's wedding.
For Jen?
Yeah.
I'm just
That's
imagining the
amazing.
X-ray machine and the cake goes through that.
Yeah. Well, it was all the tools were in there, so that had been
Yeah.
opened because I had like,
Knife.
a
Look like
knife and
yeah.
spatulas and turntable and the whole deal.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's a post on my Facebook page about my whole story of traveling with it.
I have to go
Oh,
find that
Yeah, I'm
one.
gonna have to read that
Get to look that
too.
one up.
That's really
all
cool.
right.
All right, y'all. So thank you again for listening. We're on the socials, and this is episode 44. So our next episode is going to be episode 45, a reflections one, where we're going to talk about our favorite episodes from season 3 and our favorite cocktail that we've made in the last 15 episodes. So thanks, everybody. Thanks again, Ruth.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Appreciate you being
Hey,
here.
Ruth.
Thanks, Theresa. All right, we're good.
Cool.
All right.
I just have to stop recording
Yep.
over there too.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yay.
thanks. How'd I
So
do?
you did
You made great
fantastic.
content.
Yeah. Are you exhausted? Like,
No, I'm okay.
oh, good.
Yeah. I actually really did rally. Like I did laundry and cleaned my room and I was just like, just move because it'll get you like
Yeah,
breathing
move.
better
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
like